420 every day over here, you know what I'm saying? 420 over every day over here. But you know,
Man, you got to let everybody know who you is on the back streets. I appreciate you rocking with me, man.
this 214 Iron Man tapping in with the back streets, you know what I'm saying, coming straight out North Dallas, Texas, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? One of the hard rappers of North Dallas, one of the real OGs of North Dallas, man. So y'all know what the fuck going on.
man. And how long you been doing music, taking yourself serious?
I've been doing music for about I'll say about 13, 14 years
Just
now.
no
Average performance. It was actually my first time performing ever, and it was a big performance.
man. Okay.
It was the JT Guaranteed to Rick tribute. He had just passed away, so it was
Mm,
like Lil Ronnie, Mac Veezy, a lot of big name artists that were putting it together for
okay.
him. So that was my first ever performance. It was like full house, 500, 1,000 people in that motherfucker. I'm only 16 at the time,
Yeah.
so that kind of what sparked my music career right.
All right, man. Talk a little bit about where you from. You said North Dallas,
Yeah, North Dallas, Texas.
born and raised.
75 and born and raised 75243. Crazy thing is I really was born in Garland, but I ain't never lived in Garland a day in my life. Like soon as I left the hospital, it was North Dallas. I was just born in Garland. So uh I used to be off of Royal Lane and Abrams, like from the ages of when I was born till about 5, 6 years old. And then I moved on Whitehurst for the remaining of years until I got grown. So that's why I read Whitehurst over Royal Lane and stuff, because Whitehurst really where I did my most time at in North Dallas. So that's where everybody really know me from. It's a big difference for sure. A lot of people, I mean, depending on, the culture that you follow, you know what I'm saying? A lot of black people that's, from the hoods and shit out here, they gonna tell you, oh, North Dallas more so one of the
Suburban. Right,
softer
right,
to the
right, right,
hoods, the
right, right.
suburbs, it look nice and shit like that. But like I'm gonna tell you, it ain't what people think it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna make it sound like North Dallas is just one of the most slummiest of slums of the trenches of trenches. Like, you got those certain areas that if you go to, you like shit gonna go down, shit be
Right,
going
right, right.
on. Like, motherfuckers be shooting in North Dallas all the time, people dying in North Dallas all the time. A lot of, wicked shit going on, and it wasn't no just crazy shit like that. But it was a single parent household. My dad was never around. He was in prison majority of my
Mm,
beginning years of being alive and shit.
yeah.
So it was just my mama and shit, and I just grew up watching her do the best she can to
Right,
provide
right,
for
right.
me,
Dope, dope,
you
dope.
know, on some
Man.
G shit. So
Yeah.
shit, what made me start taking the music serious was that maybe like 6, 7 months after the fact of me, doing the whole Club T situation, I end up getting discovered online on Facebook by this other artist named Young Exclusive, and he
Okay.
was the he was the CEO of a minor record label called True Music ENT, and
Mm,
he actually, hit me up, found my music, and he ended up signing me and shit. So like I only been rapping probably like 8 months, and I already, done got a deal. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It wasn't nothing super, super major. It was just on some minor shit. But yeah, I went and pulled up on him in Plano to the studio. He
yeah.
had the he had a contract ready for me and shit. We sat down, went over the contract and all that shit.
So, bro, I'm going back, man, just on some shit. You been rapping, nigga, your YouTube,
No,
nigga.
no, no. BMC Boys is a whole different R&B group that was out of the DFW and shit. I just had
Okay.
reposted some of their music and shit because I
Okay.
was fucking with them, and he had ties to them actually. Like he had a couple tracks with Matt B, which was the singer for BMC Boys, and I was potentially was supposed to get on a song with
Did
them.
life happen? The deal didn't go through, or
So yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Rest in peace to Young Exclusive, man. He been
wow.
gone for a little minute now,
Okay.
and that's the other thing with the True Music. So he ended up pushing True Music so hard that eventually True Music was under Epic Records. So
Right,
I
right,
tell
right,
people like
right. Right.
I had ties to Epic Records too, so we
Locked
was
in.
under.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what ended up falling through, so remember, I'm only 16 at the time. I already done signed a deal. I'm still in school and shit,
Right,
playing
right, right,
sports and shit. So like I don't really have my head on straight. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as music goes.
right.
I'm still kind of focused on, man, I'm good in sports, so I want to go to the league type shit. We didn't really have money like that then. I was sitting up there bullshitting in college. Like I was getting into shit up there, getting into it with niggas, still trying to have a mentality of like, you know what I'm saying, I can't be fucked with. I ain't gonna let nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of gave up on music. It wasn't my interest no more. For we actually started seeing progress and stuff. We end up going to Austin to perform with Famous Dex. And actually, what's crazy about the show with Famous Dex is like all the other artists that was performing there in Austin that night, they damn near every artist that was on the lineup, if you look them up right now, they all done made it big.
Mm,
And that's crazy. 3 Black from Washington D.C. I met him before he had his first major hit. Now
damn.
he got a major hit. You know what I'm saying? And I done chopped it up with him. It's this white boy called Jay Nanks from San Antonio. I met him at that show before he blew up, and now he major. Now he doing crazy numbers.
Mm.
Uh, he actually in one of NBA YoungBoy's music videos.
What's this? We playing in the background. What's the name of this song? And you say you back from the shadows, bro. Talk about it a little bit.
Okay, so that's my Texas Flexer song right there. So Texas Flexer, I'm not gonna lie, even though I just shot that video last summer and shit,
Mm.
that song been recorded since like 2019.
Okay.
So that motherfucker been just in the vault and shit, but I just decided to shoot a video to it because I haven't dropped in a minute. Because okay, so that's why I say my story a little bit interesting right there.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
glad you brought Mo3 up. So a lot of people in Dallas, specifically a lot of people in off Dallas, don't give me the homage and the flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Uh, so me and Mo3, around the time that I started rapping, we were the only ones making noise for North Dallas. It was only me and him. It wasn't no other artists that you see now, right now, coming out of North Dallas was really rapping like
So
that.
you and Mo3 turn
Uh,
everybody up.
you like, yeah, he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, putting on for Forest Lane, and then I was doing my thing, putting on for Whitehurst, and still to this day, like I don't think
Mm.
nobody coming out of Whitehurst, you know what I'm saying, has done or accomplished as much as I have as far as a music
Do what we
standpoint.
did,
Because
but
at the time when they was gone, it was only me and Mo3, and if people look back and do their research and their history and stuff, I'm not lying. It ain't no facts. Like all
you
my
fact
stuff
check.
still
Right,
posted.
right, right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't know. Like I guess a lot of people just everybody trying to rap now and do music and
Mm-hmm.
shit now. So a lot of people just want to be one up on the next person. It's still dangerous. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
We not like a Chicago. We not like anything like that. But definitely the vibe. Because one thing people don't think about is like even though our killing numbers and shit like that don't be as high as like Detroit or like Chicago shit like.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. We've been rambling and rumbling, man. Let's talk more. You say you a cannabis activist, man. I love that marriage.
I started smoking when I was 16 and people never knew because I was a star athlete. So
Oh,
like
you did it on the low. Okay.
I did it on the low and then nobody find out I was really smoking until I was like maybe 21, 22 for real. So
That's
like I had already started experimenting with weed at 16 and shit. It helps me. like it helps me just calm down and mellow out and shit when I feel like a situation or like anything getting stressful and shit. It kind of help me just think a little clearer and be more reasonable. That's Wiz Khalifa Camp. So I got a couple of people that done tapped in from Taylor Gang, been fucking with me for years. And a while back, I was actually trying to sign the Taylor Gang and shit.
Just didn't fall through or
Man, like I said, I was just too much shit going on in
one
life.
like
But I
type
just,
shit. Yeah.
yeah, so they want somebody that's gonna be consistent and show the work. It's end up rolling back on me. So shit,
Right.
I just gotta up here move the right way this time around. I'm gonna say rest in peace, Lil Ronnie. Rest in peace, his daughter. I actually grew up listening to Go Yayo and Lil Ronnie and shit. Even in the mix of me being an artist myself, like
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to them a little bit. I wasn't just listening to them like crazy, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I definitely tapped in. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bad situation. I hate that. A kid lost their life in the middle of the situation. I hate the fact that he lost his life in the middle of the situation. I do understand, how the streets play and how the streets go. You do certain things and live certain lifestyles. You current beefs between certain artists and shit out in Texas, and then I do got ties to certain people that certain sides don't necessarily fuck with. So I didn't really want to speak on shit, with that too much, because at the end of the day, I fuck with who I fuck with, and they got their situations going on. So but like I said, my condolences to the family. And let's see who else I fuck with. I got shout out Cuban dog. Me and Cuban got a song together.
Okay.
All his music and all his content. Uh,
It hard to since you done had your deal, you was locked in with Epic 214. I gotta ask you, is it really hard to blow up as an artist from Dallas, or they just say that because y'all done had a lot of mega stars, a lot of independent stars,
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
say it's hard to break from the city, but it's definitely not hard to blow up. I'm gonna put it like this.
Okay, I like that.
So, social media done gave all of the tools easy accessible now, because you know what I'm saying, when I started, all the shit that's available now wasn't available back in the day. So
Back,
that's another thing I take pride in, because I
back.
did it the hard
Out
way.
the mud, nah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, but
There wasn't no TikToks and shit, nah.
yeah, but as far as like you becoming Drake or Kendrick Lamar or something, like, yeah, that's hard as fuck to do coming out of Dallas, but it ain't hard to blow up. The main thing about blowing up is having the money. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. It's really all about money.
Mm.
You could sit up there and all you want to know how you up here get that is money. What is you willing to spend to promote yourself? So my following came from me having to grind every day and
Right
just
out the streets, yeah.
and get people to follow me and just blast myself on the internet generically without blogs and stuff like that. But like now, see this or that, and like, you know what I'm saying. So how it's just all about how bad are you willing to invest in yourself
Oh, that
to,
shit.
to be seen.
Man, Backstreets with Cole, man. Give these people some advice before we get out of here. What's some? Because you just give.
So all the artists out there, I'm gonna just tell you right now, like, ain't nothing wrong with being independent. Ain't nothing wrong with. Don't be so quick to, I want to sign a deal, or I need a deal to do this and this and that. Like, it's always good to be independent. But one thing I do say about collaborating or working with people, like, don't shy away from them features, man.
Backstreets with Cole, bro. Anybody you want to send some love to? I definitely appreciate the gems you gave to the streets, man. I feel like an artist of your caliber, bro. I can't wait to see your rebrand and your. Who you want to send some love to, though, bro?
Uh, First and foremost, shout out to the higher powers.
That way, God.
To my mama, because I wouldn't be who I am. If shout out to everybody that genuinely love me. Texas, I love all of Texas. Shout out to everybody that's been backing me, that's been supporting.